is not when I have freedom. I have a house to myself. At that time, I was making really good money because I just started my business and the money was coming in quite well. And then shortly after that, the years went by. I eventually ran out of money. Started to try to make money again. That's when the bubble burst around 2008, 2009. Everybody was running out of money. So, I mean, the opportunities to go out and still drink and party and do pointless things was still there. Because when you're a young girl and you look decent, there's always men that are willing to do things for you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Every young girl always wants to do these fun things, and men usually come with that. But I got to a point where I was just like, I would see these women that are in their 30s that are around town that are still doing what I was doing. I'm like, I don't want to be that woman when I get to my 30s. So I need to get my shit together. So one morning, Thursday morning hungover, I made a list of things that I needed to get together in order for me to be the woman that I wanted to be in a couple years' time. And that list went from literally taking care of my skin because I was breaking out like crazy, learning how to do my own makeup at home with minimal stuff without having to spend too much money. I had to get in shape because I was starting to put on weight, but I had to find a healthy way of doing it, so I wasn't obsessing about working out. I wasn't at the gym every day for an hour. I wasn't counting every calorie because I'd been down that road. I'd done that whole concept of being obsessed with what I ate, what I didn't eat, how much I worked out, how much I didn't work out. So essentially, after that, other things that I wanted to do, I wanted to continue traveling because I had already started traveling. For me, university wasn't my path, but learning was still something that I felt was very important. You don't have to be in school to learn, but you have to constantly be learning. You always have to be reading and learning and meeting people that know more than you and asking questions and advancing yourself, whether it's in your career choice or it's in learning how to interact with people or learning how to use the computer better or learning how to walk in heels, whatever. You always have to be learning. So, and then the next thing was obviously I needed to make sure that I could budget my money effectively because I knew how to make money. I also knew how to spend money, but I needed to be able to support myself and never depend on anyone. And another thing was confidence, and I had to make sure that I was always confident in myself. And it had to be a confidence that was not superficial, that was not about how I looked, but really about myself and how I felt about myself. And knowing that whatever decisions that I was going to make, even if I'm wrong, I had to be confident in my wrongness. Because it's not always about being right. It's not always about being moral. It's not always about doing what is expected of you, but just feeling right about your decisions for yourself. So that was what the book was about. I'd like to read the preface of the book, so you can understand why I named it Modern Princess.